where we left off on the touring of the last record, and you gave yourselves little or no time to sort of regroup or think about making a record. You obviously had the tunes and had the inspiration, and you went in there and you just did it. How long had those songs been floating around for? Did you have a whole bunch of them from touring for the new record?
We had about 5, I think. 5 or 6.
Was there one for the first one that you remember writing?
Brian Storm was like the first one we did when we recorded. Yeah. And that was one that we'd always had like in like sound checks and stuff. Like.
One of the sort of privileges of selling records and having success first time around is that you can go into a studio and, like you say, have a blank canvas. There's not as much kind of people sitting around waiting. You know, I'd imagine that your label and the people close to you left you to your own devices, at least initially, and said, "You just go and make the record you want to make."
Yeah. We're good at that. Lawrence is good at that. Like, then he comes in and he just sits in corner.
Doesn't say out.
And doesn't say no, and then leaves. So you're like...
comes in, like, nods a bit.
That's how it.
Unlike me, who came in for one night and proposed that Brian Storm should be a ballad. Which obviously didn't translate too well. I respect your decision, it turned out right. You know?
Acoustic, this needs
maracas,
to be
I saw them maracas in your back pocket.
Honestly, I wasn't prepared at all. And it took us 6 minutes to get one out. All right. Everyone says, get the cowbell. But you'd already nailed that the day before. Either that or you were lying, because I don't hear too much cowbell on the record. In terms of choosing a place to record the new record, I'm not just a blank canvas, but I'm sure you could have gone anywhere. I'm sure you could have said, I want to go to LA. We all made a collective decision, we want to go to New York. We want to go somewhere and make this record, and people would have done their best to try and satisfy, you know, your demands. But you decided to do it in a closet in East London instead. Why? Is that James's room? Or did he choose where to do the record? Or?
We did it in a few, like...
all together, because we started in one that were like East Coast studios that were pretty small as well. But Katie Tunstall were in. Like,
she kicked us out.
She had it pre-booked, so we had to vacate.
That makes sense. Did you know what kind of record you wanted to make? When you went in, did you know there were certain rules in your own heads that you didn't want to do a certain song like Marty Bum? Did you didn't want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I didn't...
We talked about it, haven't we?
Like arrangements and stuff, I think we didn't want to just do like a straightforward like arrangement a tunes like that. It'd just be so like straight on the radio.
Yeah, traditional, like, typical, or expected.
Yeah. And like we everything to try and like make it just so it was a bit interesting in like with like rhythms and stuff as well. But and I think naturally as well we want to be a bit. We got a bit like heavier. We'd just been playing and like you know, listening to them, whatever. And
it was good because like we didn't really know, so it was just like, it'd be good to do a tune like that, or be good to nick that sound off, borrow that sound. So it'd be like.
And then you saw like Joey Castillo playing drums.
I watched you at the Forum show before Reading and Leeds, and I was just astounded. You know, I mean, obviously you've always been on a play, but just the power at which you were hitting these guys. What was the turning point? Yeah, what was the turning point?
We did a festival in America called Sasquatch. And,
of course you do a festival called Sasquatch. It doesn't even matter who's playing. It's called Sasquatch. Just go and play it. You know what I mean? You just want to go on stage and go, "What's up, Sasquatch?" It sounds so cool.
And Queens of Stone Age were playing as well. And like, I'd always wanted to see them because we'd always been fans and stuff. So we went to watch them, and it was just like, I need to hit a bit harder, I think. It's a bit embarrassing.
like middle of the day, and like, you know, the sort of story, don't you? But it's like they just go on and take or everyone else. Like,
they do. They just destroy everyone else on the bill with with no respect at all. And they know they do as well. You know, the Queen's Stone Age. That's all the matters for the next hour. What I love though with Joey when he drums though is the fact that when you're watching from the crowd, he just looks like this just behemoth, like the Hulk, you know, come to life. And then you watch from side of stage and he's wearing his pajama pants. It's just hilarious.
You got to dress for comfort.
That's another thing that changed.
Well, I mean,
I swore I'd never wear joggers.
Really?
Play drums. I saw you know, like Lars Ulrich and people playing joggers. I thought, I don't know about that.
You went straight to the full one-piece shell suit.
I thought,
what did you say? You wouldn't
fashion,
ever dream of doing
what was the thing?
You wouldn't dream of doing something aesthetically pleasing that were functional
disaster. Like wearing a coat on stage.
Yeah, well,
probably I've been there. I mean I've learned.
You
wore a coat.
I've done jackets.
Well, you wore the sailor's hat.
Yeah, sailor hat. Yeah,
that was a good look.
You know. Leather jacket. I'm sure I played in a leather jacket.
No, you haven't played in a leather jacket.
Yeah, about 3 years ago.
What kind of pose
I played in a leather jacket.
No, I mean, you know, I know you're not that guy, but what
16.
kind of pose is behind a kit in a leather jacket?
I was 16 or something.
First gig, you had a grey leather.
Yeah, grey leather. Took it off halfway through.